What is the opportunity that you see here?
Yes, well, thank you for having me, Tim. Yesterday, we announced our $52 million Series B in Graphite.dev. Graphite is an AI-powered code review platform. And like you mentioned, I don't think it's any surprise that the amount of code that's being generated has just absolutely exploded in recent months, largely thanks to the success of companies like Cursor and Windsurf and Copilot. And as a result of all the activity in code gen, there's just been an increased emphasis on reviewing that code, testing it, and deploying it. And that's where Graphite fits in. Graphite's really the collaboration layer where human developers and AI agents can collaborate on code changes.
You mentioned it's a collaboration layer, but I think when people hear about products such as this, they think about their own jobs being at risk. How do you see this disrupting the engineer and the software developer market?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and I think there's a lot of conversation and a lot of people that are saying, will the software developer cease to exist, and what's the future of that career path? Anecdotally, just across the Accel portfolio and across conversations that I'm having with technology leaders in the enterprise, everybody is trying to hire more and more software developers, and it's actually a war for talent. That's largely due to the fact that software developers can just be much more productive with tools like Graphite. We're seeing incredible productivity gains, and companies are going multi-product faster, and I actually think that this is going to be an accelerant to the software development career.
We talked about this being a crowded space when it's actually coming to using AI to build code. This is about assessing that code, but there are other startups busily building in that direction. I think of the person who helped build GitHub, Copilot, is busy building Poolside. How do you decide that Graphite is a winner here, and in what capacity will it win?
Yeah, well, there's certainly a number of companies that are vying to be the next multi-billion-dollar company in the developer tool landscape. I personally think Graphite is unique in a number of ways. First and foremost, the team is just absolutely exceptional. It's founded by three co-founders, Meryl, Tomas, and Greg. They all met while studying computer science at Harvard, and they've just built an exceptional team and culture in New York City. Secondly, this team has just been able to move very fast and ship new features. Yesterday, they launched their standalone AI code review product called Diamond. And I think it's just really important to stay ahead of the curve, constantly be iterating on product, and Graphite is able to do that.
I'm going to be a bit selfish here, because this company is based in New York, where I happen to sit. And I just think of AI lab Cognition as well, raising a ton of money, huge valuation, and they're busy actually trying to build an AI software engineer. What's New York got versus the West Coast?
Definitely, it's a great question. And at Accel, we're global, both in terms of where our offices are and where we invest in companies. We've long believed that great founders are everywhere across the globe. And it's important for us to be able to find those founders no matter where they're building their companies. Graphite's unique in that they're in person 5 days a week and really care about building a strong culture. And I think that's given them an edge in this very competitive time. Your
own portfolio companies include Graphite, Linear Merge, Remote, and Headway. What's exciting to you now as you look across the startup landscape?
Yeah, well, I'm having a ton of fun. I think that there's no time like this when companies are just growing so quickly and buyers just have so much willingness to spend on technology. So it's been amazing just to see the interest in enterprise technology as a whole. But what I look for when making new investments in consumer or in enterprise and in AI and infrastructure is really just phenomenal founders. This is a people business, and I'm just so fortunate to be able to work with exceptional founders across all those different companies.
But is there a type of technology right now that you see on the horizon that's really exciting and you want to get behind? We understand that the people make the companies, but the tech has to exist too.
For sure. And we are seeing an incredible platform shift right now. I mean, software development is entering a new paradigm, and I think it's really important to just be paying attention to all the different technology innovation. If history is going to repeat itself, I think we're going to see new winners across productivity, collaboration, and security, and we're paying close attention to all three of those areas.
Christine, I've got to go back to something you said, that Graphite's unique because it's in the office 5 days a week. Is that something you care about? In-person collaboration when ultimately engineers can be based anywhere and work together?
Yeah, for sure. So we work with companies that are in person and also companies that are remote. And I think it really depends on the subcategory that you're building in. Right now in developer tools specifically, I think it's really important for teams to be able to move quickly and be in person together. This market is moving so fast. And like you mentioned, it's very competitive. And we're waking up every day to companies that are raising hundreds of millions of dollars. And in order to be able to keep up, I think it is really important to be in person together and to be able to pay attention to everything that's going on in the competitive landscape.